Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with a 1967 Volkswagen Type 3 1600L. Now this has 700 horsepower, 594 pounds-feet of torque, and it weighs 2,125 pounds. Can do 0 to 60 in 4.438 seconds, 0 to 106.3 seconds, going on to a top speed of 154 miles an hour. So yeah, this is the third and final car from the Totino's car pack that we'll be having on this series. And yeah, obviously this supersedes the Citroen 2CV and the Subaru 360. 2CV doing extremely poorly, being last place on the series so far. But the Subaru 360 surprised, especially considering how it handled. So yeah, I'm hoping this Volkswagen will do better than the Subaru. It should come around the same time as the Volkswagen Beetle and the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia, because obviously all three of these cars are based on the same platform and obviously have the same layout, rear engine, rear wheel drive. So I should expect this to come around that time. The Volkswagen Beetle and Karmann Ghia were around the 1 minute 29.3 mark. So yeah, if this car's any slower than that, I'd be surprised, but I'm hoping that it'll be quicker, because this does handle a bit better than both of those cars. So yeah, let's get out there and see what this car can do. So yeah, not does it only handle better than the Beetle and the Karmann Ghia, it does also handle better than the Subaru 360 and the Citroen 2CV. So there's a lot of potential with this vehicle. Obviously it does weigh more than most of those vehicles that I've mentioned, but I'm hoping the handling will be of benefit, and the weight may well help as well, especially in terms of the puddles. Lighter cars do tend to step out of line in the puddles. That's doing fairly well so far. We've got plenty of speed. And the brakes aren't half bad either, especially for a car of its age. Not sure if this will have the same suspension issues as the Subaru 360. So obviously that car was wheeling around a fair bit. Yeah, that's an incredibly quick time for a first lap from this car at 1 minute 30.509. It's almost as quick as the Citroen 2CV's final time, so just to put it in some perspective. So I feel like we're going to be on for a car that... No, it's even faster than the Citroen 2CV, I do apologise. It's actually faster than the Subaru 360 as well on its final lap time. So we're looking like we're on for a pretty quick car here, despite its age and obviously original lack of power. We've got more than 10 times the power it had originally. We could have had a little bit more power in this car, but it would have added more weight. We want to keep the weight as low as possible, because that's one of the advantages of a vehicle like this, lack of weight. Obviously lack of weight does help in terms of handling, braking and speed. Like I said, it still weighs far more than the other vehicles that have the same kind of layout as this. There's a slight improvement there, 1 minute 30.463 seconds. And obviously I think we can go far faster than that. It's all about getting every corner right as possible. bit of understeer there. That's a big improvement. At the moment 29.164, making us faster than both the Beetle and Karmann Ghia. So this is clearly the superior version of the platform this is based on. Guess it should be no surprise that it's able to handle the power and the speed better than the Beetle and Karmann Ghia, being a car that also had more power and more speed originally, so it's kind of set up a bit more for that extra power and extra speed. Obviously we are going far faster and dealing with far more power than we were originally. It does help. Another big improvement there, 1 minute 28.042 seconds. This car's going far faster than I ever expected it to. Like I said, I was expecting it to be around the same time as the Beetle or Karmann Ghia, not more than a second ahead. Nearly 130 there. It's an incredible amount of speed. I don't think many cars have come that close to that kind of speed on that straight before. Oh dear. Oh. I really like this car and like how it's performing. I'm going to give it a little bit of a second chance there. I really want to see what this car is capable of in terms of speed overall. Wow, that is incredibly quick. 1 minute 26.965, which puts it ahead of plenty of other cars, quite frankly, even cars that are modern and all-wheel drive, or at least more newer than what this car is. It's actually quicker than a Mercedes-Benz ML 63 AMG, which is obviously a car that's like 40 years newer, all-wheel drive, big V8, etc. like that, and yeah, it's actually quicker than that. It's also quicker than the Nissan Safari Turbo, Jeep Trailcat, the Toyota Baja truck, Ford Crown Victoria, and the Chevrolet Fleetline Special, and far faster than the Beetle and the Karmann Ghia, and way quicker than the two other cars out of the same car park, the Subaru 360 and Citroen 2CV. In fact, it's more than 4 seconds quicker than the Subaru 360, and nearly 10 seconds quicker than the Citroen 2CV. So yeah, I am fully impressed by this car, especially considering, like I said, it's a car that didn't have a lot much power originally. It only had about 65 horsepower, couldn't even do 100 mile an hour, and yet it was able to do 130 at some points, or at least close to that on some of the straights, and handle 700 horsepower. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how that performed, and yeah, thoroughly surprised. I would be even more surprised if there was a car in this kind of class that was able to do any quicker than that, because yeah, that was incredibly quick, and I'm surprised by how far up it is. It's actually in the top 10, of the cars that have gone on this series so far, which no other car like this has come close to. So yeah, really pleased. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.